left bracket, camera, right bracket, people of YouTube.
Hey. This is my show. My show.
But this is my chair.
But this is my show. So I'm going to take the seat. People of YouTube, I am Coolsye77 and we are here with a thing, because that's what we do. I mentioned in my last video how much I love the N64, and I just thought it wouldn't be right if I didn't talk about why. But instead of going through a very long and boring explanation of why the Nintendo 64 is awesome, I just thought I'd talk about the games that make it awesome. Now I think it goes without saying that this list is very personal. It is my favorite system of all time, and as such, some of my favorite video games of all time. That being said, however, if you have a game that you love for the N64, I'd love to hear it. Now let's get started. Top 10 things I'd like to put in my butt. My top 10 favorite N64 games.
That he wants to put in his butt.
Midway presents NFL Blitz 2000.
I'm not really a fan of sports games, but let's face it, a football game where you can body slam people makes me a fan of sports games. NFL Blitz 2000 is hilarious, original, and well, it doesn't really feel like a straightforward football game such as the likes of Madden and the sort. It's one of those games that gives you endless laughs. And hey, it's the bomb! This segment is over. What? Holy crap! Banjo-Kazooie number 9! I can explain. No, seriously, I can explain. Banjo-Kazooie wasn't a game I played as a kid, and as such, it's never been too near and dear to my heart. But I do still really like this game. Banjo-Kazooie, despite the fact that it's not a classic to me in the sense that it is to others, is still a fantastic game. The atmosphere, the levels, the colorful voice acting. Yup, it's a good game. A game where you take pictures of Pokemon. Yay. Yes, Electrode, that's right! Die! Die! But since Professor Oak put you up to the task, I'm really not too sure what he's planning. I've got my eye on you, Professor. You better not try anything funny. It's Mario Kart. That's all I really need to say. Or at least it would be, if I was dumb. I love Mario Kart, and I really love Mario Kart 64. It's not really because it's the best Mario Kart game per se. I'd give that honor to Mario Kart 8. But more or less because Mario Kart 64 has such an incredible nostalgia factor that just makes it more fun to play. And I really have nothing else to say about this one. Disclaimer, we here at Coolsye77 apologize for this act of treason. Coolsye77 actually is dumb and therefore this statement is a lie. Please continue watching the video and enjoying because I don't know. Super Smash Bros. Is number 6! Call in the battalion! Yep, I'm sure it was expected to be higher, but there are just so many more unique games for the N64 that I just felt Smash Bros. Rifle Place was at number 6. Don't get me wrong, it's a good game. A relatively good game. Unawesome, relatively, fantastic, amazingly great. Okay, it's the best game ever. There are just 5 that are better than it.
Hello!
I actually didn't do this footage myself. This was actually taken by my friend Ninja Toasty. I let him talk about it, but this is my show. And he's dumb. And we don't like dumb around these parts, so he doesn't get to talk. I love you, Toasty. Mario 64. I have a feeling that this one won't require much explanation. It's already widely considered one of the best games of all time, and therefore I see no reason to explore further into talking about it, rather than trying to have to explain why it's only number 5, and not number 3, 2, or even 1. I guess I could just say, I like other games better, I suppose. Yeah, that sounds like a good reason. Also, this happened. Kirby 64 is actually the game that introduced me to the Kirby franchise, and I love it. Despite the fact that it sort of strays away from the current standings of Kirby games, where a Kirby gets a hat depending on what power he has, we don't care because who really does even anyway. It's okay though, because in Kirby 64, you can combine powers, and make even more powers! And it's even because of this ability that to this day, Kirby 64 still has the most copy abilities out of any currently standing Kirby title, or at least to my knowledge. Majora's Mask. I still remember hearing about this game coming out. And after spending 2 years of my life obsessing over and worshipping Ocarina of Time, I knew that I needed to have this game. And then when I finally got it, well, let's just say it was a happy time. Majora's Mask wasn't actually a popular game when it was first released. It wasn't until recently, or at least as far as I can tell, that Majora's Mask's popularity has sprung. The game is darker than Ocarina of Time and even every previous Legend of Zelda title, and arguably every preceding Zelda title. And it actually requires a bit more strategy. The 3-day time limit was a complaint for some people, but I don't really see how it's a bad thing. I've always found Majora's Mask to be such a magical experience, what with the side quests, the time limit, the masks, and even just the atmosphere. It's moments like these that make Majora's Mask not only one of my favorite N64 games, but one of my favorite games of all time. I know what you're thinking. Paper Mario at number 2? Who did it? This guy's crazy! But I'm not. Well, maybe I am. The Paper Mario series has always been one that's close to my heart. I love the first 2, Super Paper Mario was amazing, and the newest one, well, we'll just go back to talking about the first one. The original Paper Mario is so nostalgic to me, I remember even as a kid, buying it at Toys R Us and looking at it like it was the weirdest thing ever. But then immediately spinning around and demanding that I own it. Everything about this game is just memorable to me. From the music, to the locations, to the enemies, to the, well, I guess pretty much everything. I think Paper Mario will stick with me for a very long time. Get it? Cause the new one's called Sticker Star, and it sucks! Oh wait, we're talking about the good games, that's right. This right here, this is #1 game. Are you expecting something else? The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. This game started a legend for me, in fact. Despite the fact that I was already 6 years old at the time of this game's release, it was still the first Zelda game that I ever played. And instantly became my favorite thing to ever do, well, ever. I remember waking up in the morning, playing it before school, going to school and talking about it with my friends, and then coming home and playing it again. My favorite thing about the game isn't even really the story. It's all the secrets you can find. Even today I'm finding new ones on my own. Like this, I never knew about this until now. It's beautiful, I love it! It's because of this, coupled with the fact that The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time is just one of the most incredible games ever created, that it will not always be my favorite N64 game of all time, but my favorite video game of all time in general. And now, something special.
The first time I saw you, I knew we'd be linked forever. For you, I traveled to the four corners of the world. I faced adversity. I became a hero.
Dad.
I saved your kingdom.
Dad.
Yes, Zelda?
Are you mixing me up with the princess again?
Hard to say. You're both pretty magical.
Thank you for everything, Robin Williams. You most certainly changed the world. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please comment or subscribe. Special thanks to Annie Peters for filming and Corey Mitchell, aka Ninja Toasty, for helping me capture footage. And speaking of which, check out Ninja Toasty's channel, which will be launching very soon. Also, check out Cyber and Brandon's channel if you want to watch some stuff. You know, if you want to. That's up to you. But you should! Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.